everyone, today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to Pretty Literate, which is a book subscription box. One of my favorite types to get. They offer 3 different boxes, and the book club, which is not really a box, but it's the subscription, is access only to their community, where you can, if you're a lover of largely classics, but other books, you can join their community and have discussions with them. And then you can upgrade that subscription to their book box, where you actually get a book. So their book of the month, which is a classic novel of some type. And then you have this box, which I'm showing here, which is their gift box, which is the access to the community, the book, and also some curated treasures to go along with that. So the price of this box is $35 US in shipping in the US, and it includes free shipping. So it includes a classic novel, a novel treasure. There's also a book plate and a note from the curator to tell you why she picked that book for the month. And you have access to their private Facebook group. You also have access to, when they do like special boxes, seasonal boxes sometimes, as a subscriber, you have first access to those kind of things. So, all right, so let's dive into this. This box is the January 2023 box. Gosh, can you believe we're in January of 2023 already? Okay, so let's dive in and see what we've got. I have to say the box feels, it's a smaller box and yet it feels very hefty, so. Okay, so at the top of the box, which you can't read too much right now, I'm not going to show you too much about it. It does give you the spoiler of what the book is. I did find that in one of the previous boxes, I think it was the December box, I got an item that I wasn't familiar with, and I was like, what is this? And if I had just looked at the top of the box, the label here actually had the information about it. So, sometimes you just got to look at everything, right? Okay, so we get a nice card. This one is actually addressed directly to me, and I'm not going to open it just yet because usually that tells me what the book is and why. So we're going to find out what the book is first and then look at that. Okay, so the first item that I have in the box is a classic ruled A5 notebook with a pen. It's all wrapped, so I don't really want to open it. It does have a bookmark. Oh, and it's got, you can tell by the edges here that it's got the bookmark that you can wrap. It's not a bookmark, but like the closure that you can wrap around the book. Elastic closure, inner pocket, pen holder, bookmarks. Okay, so that's awesome. All right, and then I have the book. I think the piece of paper, yeah, the piece of paper is just covering the book. Okay, come on out. Okay, the book that I have in the box this month is I Capture the Castle by Dottie Smith. Pretty thick, very heavy, hardcover. So what's this one about? This one says, 17-year-old Cassandra Mortmain and her family live in not-so-genteel poverty in a ramshackle old English castle. Here she strives over 6 turbulent months to hone her writing skills. She fills 3 notebooks with sharply funny yet poignant entries. Her journals candidly chronicle the great changes that take place within the castle's walls and her first descent into love. By the time she pens her final entry, she has captured the castle and the heart of the reader in one of literature's most enchanting entertainments. I love that. I love that. I I like that it's a, a nice, sturdy, hard copy. Let me just double check, but I think that was everything in the box. Yeah. Okay. And of course you can see where we've got the book. We've got the novel Treasure, which is the notebook, which makes sense because she's writing in her journal and you could write in yours as you go along. I have to say that I have never read this classic. I didn't even know about it until recently. This is actually my second copy of this over this past year. In one of my other book boxes last year, I actually got this same copy. So now I have two, which is just awesome. I will gift one after I've read it. But I have to say that I was very intrigued by it. And I loved, in both cases, I still love it in this one, even though it's a second copy for me. I love that this is a classic that is not as well known. And that is something that I really love about this box in particular, is that we tend to get classics that are not real well known. I mean, yeah, there's Moby Dick, there's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, there's Little Women, there's all those classics, but everybody knows about those. But this is not something as well known. So I really like that about this particular box. Now let's take a look at the lid before I dive into the card. The lid says, I'm so excited, or welcome to January's monthly gift box. I'm so excited because it's a rare treat to be able to experience a new author in real time alongside you. And that is the case this month with Dottie Smith's I Capture the Castle. The gem you hold in your hands made a splash on one of our favorite contemporary authors, J.K. Rowling, of Harry Potter fame. And I cannot wait to dive in and discover why as we read this one together. Bonus, if it's white and windy where you live, I hope the cheery, bright cover adds some warmth to your winter. All right. And you know what? It adds some warmth anyway. Okay, so let's take a look at the card. With thanks. Oh, she had a lot to say this time because normally I get a handwritten one. Happy New Year. I always love the start of a brand new year. Something about turning over a new leaf through the next 365 days is exciting to me. Yes, Erica, I agree. It's exciting to me too. Each new year feels like a blank canvas, eagerly anticipating each beautiful stroke that will be added to it over the next 52 weeks. What a beautiful way to put that. Each new year is like an empty journal onto which we get the opportunity to write new stories, to add new chapters to our lives during the next 12 months. The new year is like turning the first page of a new book, one we did not read the back cover of first. Reading the first words with no preconceived notions where they will take us, and that is exciting to me. Erica, have you thought of doing a book yourself? Because that was very well put. All right. I shared a little sneak peek in our private Facebook group weeks ago and was utterly shocked that Bernadette correctly guessed this month's book. Kudos to you. Yes, and if you are in there, if you are subscribed, of course, you have access to this private Facebook group. And not only did she give a sneak peek, but they are actually doing some discussions on it over there as well. So I knew I wanted to read I Capture the Castle by Dottie Smith from 1948 when I stumbled across it at my favorite used bookstore last summer and saw that one of the most popular writers in our lifetime said this book has one of the most charismatic narrators I've ever met. Since that author has written some of the most memorable and beloved characters herself, I felt we owed it to ourselves to dive into Dottie Smith's influential first novel, a coming-of-age diary set in the 1930s in a castle in the picturesque English countryside. I hope you'll enjoy this hardbound edition of Smith's classic tale. I was beyond excited to be able to start the new year by sending you this beautiful edition alongside your own diary. Use it to journal your way through 2023. Scribble your thoughts, write down your dreams. However you use your diary, I hope the blank pages encourage you to make the story you live this year an exciting one to remember, and one that counts. Happy New Year from Erica. All right. So if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings. As always, I love your comments. What did you think of the selection this month? Have you ever read this book? What did you think of the box overall? Or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. And what did I think of this box? Well, I'm kind of, with now that we've gone through all the weirdness over the last few years and we're slowly pulling ourselves out of the stuff with the shipping, we've been hit with the economy, not being so great. So I have been having to pull back on the boxes that I'm subscribing to. So I find my heart truly is with the books. I've always been a book lover. I'm an aspiring fiction author. And so because of that, the books, they truly are what I love to unbox the most. So you'll find over the next few months that that's going to be mostly what I'm unboxing. I've had to cut back on some of the subscriptions just because, well, unfortunately, it was getting too costly. That being said, I can tell you that pretty much all the book subscription boxes I'm subscribing to right now, I love them all. So I love this one. But I will tell you why specifically I love this one. And there's a few reasons. And one is the price point. $35 for all of this, plus you have access to a community if you'd like, I think is a great price. I also love that this one is a classic box. So there are other classic boxes out there, and I have subscribed to many of them. But some of the services have kind of gone different ways or gone out of business, and so there's not quite as many anymore. So this is one of those ones that have, they're still there. The price point is really good. I love that she does, like I said, the classics that are not necessarily your norm. And I find that great because when I was subscribing to the other classic boxes, and even with this one, I am getting like duplicates of things. And I like that this one gives me the opportunity, I mean, unusual in this case, but it gives me the opportunity to get a classic that I don't already have on my bookshelf. So, and I do like the idea, even though I haven't actually taken advantage of being too involved in the Facebook group, I do like that there's that aspect to it where you can read along with them. You can, it takes me a while to get to the classics, so I don't do that, but I love that there's the opportunity that if you want to read along or you want to discuss it when you get the box, you can do that. You absolutely can make some friends over on the Facebook page. And also the last thing, well, with the price, the free shipping, which is awesome. And I like that there's their little surprise treat. And I also like the curator because she puts in the little personal notes. She's very friendly. She's very thoughtful about what she's curating. And I like that she tells us why. So overall, this is just a good experience for me, and I highly recommend it. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.